Good evening and welcome to the Wednesday's edition of the Regional News. I'm Renata Burnett, and we begin with news from Trinidad and Tobago. After toiling all morning in his garden on Tuesday, a Tortuga farmer returned home and fell asleep. Less than 2 hours later, the father of one, Ganesh Prasad, 33, was murdered. He was shot multiple times while he slept on his bed by intruders during a home invasion shortly before 1 p.m. A police report said Prasad's wife was in the kitchen when a man entered through the front door and pushed her against the wall. With a gun tucked into his waist, he threatened to shoot her if she screamed. 2 other suspects entered and began searching the bedrooms. They entered Prasad's room and shot him. His wife said she heard 3 or 4 loud explosions. The suspects then demanded that she give them the money from their market sales. She subsequently went into a room and took out US $3,730 and TT $1,000 from her purse and gave them. According to the family, Prasad was a qualified mechanical engineer but chose gardening due to his love and passion for it. The man's murder sent shock waves through the community as he was described as a humble person and very hardworking. Prasad grew a range of crops and sold them at the Macoya market. Now with news from Haiti. Accusations of political violence and terror have followed former Haitian mayor all the way to a Boston courtroom, where a civil trial began on Monday that shines a light on the wider issue of bloodshed and unaccountability in the Caribbean nation's politics. Attorneys painted widely different pictures of Jean-Maurice Valina during opening arguments in U.S. District Court in Boston. Those included claims of killing, torture, and arson, or a successful mayor who helped improve the tongue of Leores in late 2000s. Valina, who now lives in Massachusetts, is being sued by 3 Haitian citizens who say they or their relatives were persecuted by him and his political allies. The suit was filed under the Torture Victim Protection Act of 1991, which allows civil lawsuits to be filed in the U.S. against foreign officials who allegedly committed torture or extrajudicial killing, if all legal avenues in their home country have been exhausted. Valina's attorney, Peter Haley, told the 12-person jury during opening statements about a farmer's son who got an education, ran for mayor in 2006, and brought more paved roads, a medical clinic, waste pickup, and a better education system, all lacking before his election. Valina is a lawful permanent resident of the U.S. and he moved to the Boston suburb of Malden in 2009, drives a truck, and is, and I quote, a very productive member of the community, unquote, Haley said. We close with news from Mexico. U.S. officials stopped hundreds of mostly Venezuelan migrants entering the country from Mexico on Tuesday after a large group broke through Mexican lines to demand asylum in the U.S., only to be thwarted by barbed wire, barriers, and shields. Frustrated with problems securing appointments to seek asylum using a new U.S. government app, the migrants gathered at the frontier in the Mexican border city of Ciudad Juarez, but could not breach the crossing connecting the 2 countries. Many migrants have become frustrated with the asylum process since the Biden administration made an app called CBP One available to them that was meant to streamline applications. They say the app is beset by persistent glitches and high demand, leaving them in limbo in perilous border regions. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security has said recent app updates will simplify and speed up the process. Thank you for watching. Back to you, Alethea.